practices.
Yeah, multiple stuff.
And now this first one's only 15 minutes.
Okay,
The first round of ICSC is only 15 minutes.
gotcha.
Okay? All right, there you go. All right.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Come in.
Hi.
Hi there.
My name is Erica Chirino from the OTSP.
Hi, Nikki.
Thank you
Garza.
for having
How
me
are you?
today.
Yeah, no
Good, how are
problem.
you?
Very good. Have a seat.
Thank you. Do you mind if I have a seat?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my contact information.
Okay.
If you ever have any concerns or questions about our meeting, feel free to contact me. Also, if you need any recommendations while you're traveling around Orlando, I can share some great recommendations.
Good, yeah, okay, that'd
So-
be great.
Do you mind if I have notes during the meeting?
Sure, go for it.
Thank you. So how was your conference so far?
It's been busy. We've been seeing a lot of different, different solutions for the hotel that we've been looking at. Just from a customer service perspective, there's been a lot of cool booths and things like that I've been able to check out. It's just interesting now with the whole U.S. and Cuba. More of the common connections and things like that we're able to do, and so it's been good.
Yes.
Yeah.
This sounds pretty interesting
Mhm.
that you're over here looking around. I hope you found something that you're interested in from the conference.
Yes, we're definitely getting some good info, and we're excited because we're wanting to see a lot more U.S. Tourists, because obviously we just haven't been able to do that in the past, and so we're really pumped about that.
I understand.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And this is actually something I have that I went crafting last night with my best friend.
Oh, okay.
And I thought of your traditional café con leche from Cuba.
Yes,
And I decided
yes.
to make a cup. And this actually
coffee with
symbolized
milk.
the importance of our relationship, building the relationship.
okay.
So I really hope that you like it.
This is very
I tried
nice.
really hard. It's not perfect, but
Thank you
I
very
tried.
much. Café con leche. Very good. Muito bom. Muito bien.
Okay. So before we get started, I have Rafael mention his interest in the cloud-based software.
Mhm.
But I would also like to know your interest. I know it's important to understand what you need. So,
Right.
is there anything that you would, any concerns that you have within the 15 minutes that we have?
No, I'd like to hear what you guys have to offer, more than anything else. Obviously, I'm going to pass this along to Raphael, and I'll try to determine, today if it makes sense for him to be involved. Our biggest thing though is always going to be about customer satisfaction. So we just want to make sure that, when people come in, that they're happy and they want to come back again and again and again. So customer service has always been our biggest thing.
That's understandable.
Mhm.
So before we get started, I understand that to be respectful of our time today, I wanted to ask several questions
Okay.
about your business, and also share a little bit about myself and my company,
Mm-hmm.
and also go through specific needs and see how we can tailor your vision and values.
Okay.
So how does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, how are things running at your salons and the spa currently?
So we have me, the main manager. We have one support person and then 6 employees. We offer massages, waxing, hairdressers, hairstyling, manicures, and pedicures. Let's see, the average stay is roughly 5 nights, 6 days. People typically stay about twice per day, or come to our salon about twice per day.
Twice per day.
Mhm.
And that's an average customer coming into your salon
Yeah.
from the hotel?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and do you have anyone else outside of the hotel?
No, most of it comes from within the hotel.
Okay. And what's important to you when choosing a management software?
And there's always going to be cost. Make sure
Cost.
it's cost. The biggest thing too is we really just want to, again, customer satisfaction is always going to be important. But the biggest thing is too is we want to make sure that we want to increase our people that we can bring into the salon without adding staff. So we just got to be more efficient with how we manage our calendar, with our scheduling, and make sure that we can add more people and add more clients, but without adding more staff. Really
Okay. So you have mentioned the appointments, the efficiency of the whole process.
Mhm.
So quick question, for what system do you use to schedule for your appointments with your customers?
Right now, the system we are using is more of a manual process. So it's kept on like a normal calendar, so to speak. So we're just using a normal kind of Outlook style way to keep the calendar out.
And are you satisfied with the manual process?
You know, as of now, just based on our size, we feel like it's been working pretty well. But then again, we're trying to grow, so we want to get it bigger if we can.
Okay. And then also, so for when you're in this situation, outside of your country,
Mm-hmm.
in moments like this, how do you have access to your database?
No, not really.
How does not having access to your database affect your business?
You know, it just I just have to have trust in the people that I have, and
Okay.
trust in the the people I empower to kind of run it while I'm gone, and they'll always like call me or email me if there's been a fire that needs to be put out or something like that, some type of thing that we need to take care of. But I typically just have to trust in them that things get done just the way they're supposed to, and then I get like an email at the end of the day, kind of saying here's how the day went.
Okay. And so for scheduling, what are the ways that you can improve?
Well, I mean, we want to go more cloud-based, so we want to go more online, so we can have real-time information, real-time changes. If somebody needs to reschedule or change their time, we want to make it so it's quicker.
So you have the same interest as Raphael in that case, which is a cloud-based, is that correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the cloud-based and the cost and the efficiency are your concerns. As for cost, what is your concern about the cost?
Well, I mean, it's always going to come down to, first off, one thing is, what we want to be able to do is be able to, I guess, include, like, upgrade, put this system in, but we don't want to worry about the transition cost of the system. Like, we know it's going to save us money, but we're just worried about the actual acquisition cost of installing it and implementing it. That's the problem that we're worried about with the cost. I know that over the long run, it's going to save us money by being more efficient, but the actual transition is what I'm worried about.
Okay. And do you have, so we mentioned the installation cost and how it can impact based on the kind of the return, like the revenues, and then also the efficiency and the cloud base. Are there any other concern that you would like to address?
No, that's it.
Okay, so I will go ahead and introduce you to what we have from our products. So Nail TSB is a partnership between the Nail Corporation and the salon people. We've been in the salon and spa industry for over 65 years, and we were the first company to create this management software.
Okay.
And this was 30 years ago. We also been voted number 1 by the Salon Today's top 200 salons. So for accessibility, it's easier for you to kind of have access through every of your data. When it's more efficient that way, it saves you time, and also it would allow your employees. You mentioned that you have 6 total of 7 one support. If you have one support working on the data and like the scheduling, everything, do you have your employees does the employees have access to those scheduling appointments? Do they see
all
everything?
just go back to they just call her. They just kind of update it through the main service person.
Okay. Do you believe there would be a better way to?
Yeah, that's why we want to do the
Okay.
cloud-based. Yeah.
So that's something that we have here. I can go ahead and show you this. Over here, the brochures. So over here, this is the performance whiteboard. I'm going to go over the things that we have in the software that allows your employees, both the hairstylist, yourself, and the support staff have access to.
Oh, good.
So they would be able to look over the report system, then consolidation, that you're able to keep track of the KPI.
Mhm.
So they cut the key performance. And then also for the cloud base, you would have access anywhere you go. So if you were here, you can actually take a look at who's coming into your salon right now,
Okay.
and which hairstylists are in charge of that. Who's in
Okay.
charge of that
Gotcha. Yeah.
customers.
That's great.
And then as for scheduling, you are able to have a quick confirmation calls. It would send a text and email to
Mhm.
your customers.
Mhm.
So that would, you wouldn't risk any, not any, but you would risk less no-shows.
Okay.
And then as for the Salon Biz Mobile on the Go,
Mhm.
would also be kind of connected with the cloud base where you can have everything installed in there,
Okay.
and you have quicker access to go through it.
Okay.
Is there anything else here that you would be concerned about?
No, I mean that's the whole goal is to get more technology efficient and be able to kind of streamline it so we can all see it and use it. So that's why we want it. So.
Yeah, so that's again, the cloud base would allow everyone to have access through it,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no service costs as well.
Perfect.
And that's pretty much. Do you think that this is something that Rafael would be interested in?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, that's what we want. We want to have more technology, more cloud-based, more access that direction. So that's for sure what we want to have. But the one thing the upgrade. I just don't know what the cost is. Like it sounds like it's going to be expensive.
As for the upgrade cost, you are allowed for all these things that you see here.
Mm-hmm.
You can switch over. There's no upgrade cost to it.
Mm-hmm.
So in your case, you would have 6 employees.
Mm-hmm.
So the $99 plus would most benefit you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Would you be interested in this type of software?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to offset because I'm looking at it like I'm not convinced that we're going to get this surge of visitors that Rafael expects
Okay.
in terms of, from U.S. to U.S. to Cuba. So I'm all about the bottom line, and I'm not sure how that's going to correlate to us either making money or stop losing money.
Okay. Well, quick question: How much average does your customer spend per day?
About
person?
$80.
$80.
Yeah.
And how
85.
many average customers? You said twice per day. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, twice per visit.
Twice per visit.
Yeah.
So how many in average would you say per month?
Well, they stay. I mean, they're here on one stay. So I mean, when they're here, they come twice typically, and they stay, like I say, 5 nights. So the average cost the guest spends about $85 per visit.
85. Okay, so you
And
said.
they come twice. Yeah.
Okay, so you said twice. Okay, so I would say maybe about 70 customers per month. Is that correct?
Yeah. No, we do way over that because that's just one family, right?
Okay.
So one family comes in here twice, right?
So
The hotel has over 100 plus people, coming in and staying during the day. So, I mean, in a day-to-day basis, we probably have 10 people, 10 to 15 actual appointments per day.
Per day?
So that's like, we're talking, 800 to 1,000 in revenue
Okay.
usually per day.
So according to the calculation here, so you would have about 450 customers per month. Is that
Correct.
sound about right?
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. So for Salon Biz, we've been proven that if you would get a 10% increase.
Mhm.
So you said that it's $80 average spending from every customers, and about 850 customers per month.
Mhm.
So with the 10% increase, you would actually end up having so that your ending revenue would be $74,800,
Okay.
and that compared to $60,000. So you're getting an increase of $14,800 increase.
Oh, wow.
So how do you feel about that?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's where that's the stuff that it matters for us, because we need to, obviously up our revenue.
No,
and
I
obviously
understand.
Justify the cost.
So do you see how this software can help?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so would you like to go ahead and set up a second meeting with Raphael?
Yeah, I need to talk to Raphael.
Yes, okay.
But I definitely feel like with what you showed me today, that it's gonna be something that makes sense for us. We just have to get the ball rolling, from his perspective, have him come and speak with you.
Okay.
I definitely see it.
And also, would you like me to bring in the demo as well?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, for the next meeting, we can go ahead and bring the demo with you so you can get a little feel of it.
Perfect.
And so how does next week Tuesday sound? 9 a.m.?
Perfect.
Sounds good?
Yeah, let's do it then.
Thank you so much for your time.
No
I really
problem, I
hope you enjoy
appreciate
the
it.
conference.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Awesome, thank you. All right. Does it stop on here? Does it stop?
Oh, go ahead, yes.